What's up, everybody? Back once again, and this time, a couple of thoughts, from seeing this new WWE title that was shown off, and the design of it. I was like, I'm not really one to be over here critiquing titles or whatever when people get into that whole debate about it. Like I seen something today, I think it was on Reddit. Um, or the other day, and they were trying to rank, the titles or whatever. Um, I was like, I mean, mine personally, just because it was sort of my era when I was watching and I was young. I guess more so was the spinner belt. Also too, that was just also very popular, from when I was a kid and everybody else and stuff like that. I mean, his own shoes, his own cars. I mean, and John Cena was the champion when I liked John Cena at the most. Thugonomics, was like word labor, yeah. But anyway, uh, but that's another time, another video, something like that. But the design, I was like, it's I ain't gonna lie, it made me think of like it's very thick and it seemed like it's clunky. Um, but like it wasn't bad. Um, I guess it's so new that it's sort of shiny, but it also made me think how like the Intercontinental Championship looks, and so that sort of throwing me off that it looks so similar to that. Uh, just because like at least like when we got the new U.S. title, uh, they sort of made it bigger. They sort of like made it a little bit more distinct than the Intercontinental title. And to be honest, I like the Intercontinental title with the white strap. I like that one way better than like this one now. But I was fine with it being. But I was fine as the new belt could at least look different than the white strap. This one looks similar to it in a way that I feel like um, it. I was like, I feel like it was almost. It's almost like in the game how you would just copy the template and then you start adding your own stuff instead of just coming up with something from scratch. Um, yeah, it just looked very like bubbly, like I don't know, maybe it's just me. It looked like when I look at like the board game Trouble, it looks like something like that. I would have like I like AEW's heavyweight title, and I wish it was sort of maybe something like that. That or the World Heavyweight Championship that Triple H used to have, carry something around like that. That would I would have probably liked it something that mode where it's like it's big but it looks a little bit it's thin out. I guess that maybe that's just my whole thing with it. But I think it's fine. I think like anything, we'll get used to it once people start winning and it's on like certain people and it'll look good. But it was I did another video where I was talking about Wayne's. I was like, whew, pesky wabbit. But I was talking about Roman Reigns, how he won at WrestleMania, and I was like, I don't know how they're gonna split the titles, but I could see them doing something good with the bloodline. And then not too long later after that, they revealed the title, and I didn't know. I was like, I don't have like necessarily a perfect way that it could have been split, but the way they sort of explained it sort of seemed like, hey, we don't have any ideas either, so we're just gonna just start over. How about that? Have a little Men in Black, little flashing thing. Oh, what? It doesn't work. Hey, just skip, just skip. Hope you don't watch all of this. Just highlights, just because it just seemed like he was just talking about Roman Reigns and his contract doesn't allow him to be on both shows, and I'm sort of like even though he's not a part timer, making him seem like a part timer when it's really just like double duty. But you probably should if you also have both belts. Um, and it's almost like they sort of just like push it off, and I was just like, that's sort of like I get you don't want to like pin Roman because he has been pinned and you want to get to those because I was like it seemed apparent that they want to get to at least 1,000 days before they're going to take it off of them. But I feel like the way they made it so out there, and I was like, cool. I was like, if that's what it is, and you give us honesty, hey, you can't beat that. But at the same time, it just felt like you didn't have nothing better. You didn't have nothing else to do. And that sort of just seemed like it was just like, oh, that sort of sucks. But at the same time, hey, I was like, at least now, I think they said May 25th it was gonna be crowned the new champion. I was like, I wonder if I was like, my stuff might be a little mixed up if that's the king and queen of the ring. And I was like, I guess if you sort of have it where you have like that now, if you do something like that where you have the king of the ring and the winner of that becomes the new heavyweight champion, then that would be dope. That'd be really cool. One that gives more stakes to the king of the ring because beforehand we're just trying to figure out like you should get something other than just winning king of the ring. But I think it's a really good idea if that's the way that it goes, and I think it should go that way. That's how it should be. That way you put a little bit more juice behind that championship, and in that way you start it off with a bang. Especially if we don't consider who might win it, which I'm also like, you sort of need to have a bang with it. And I guess in saying that, I was like, I might make that to a separate video of like who I would want to see as the first champions of this. Because I had thoughts about who I would want to win King of the Ring, but if that championship is attached to it, then obviously thrown out the window. But I was like, the explanation was clunky. The championship, it looks a little clunky, but it'd be all right once we just get used to it, like anything else. But so we'll see. I guess they're gonna combine the other championships over there. I think it's a little messed up, and I guess that he doesn't have to defend both championships. And when Becky won both belts, they immediately made her do that, and she lost one of them instantly. And it's like, well, that's kind of piss poor, you know. And I was like, at least like if Roman had two matches and he won both of those, I was like, at least it'll be something more appetizing. But well, I guess that's over with now because there's really no point of that either. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on this new championship, this new title belt. This golden strap. Anyway, if you like any of the things I had to say here, hey, I appreciate it. Thanks. And if not, hey, maybe there's always next time. But until then, thanks. Peace. I'm out.